There have always been singers, dancers, and magicians. But today's performers, these are the people who broke biology, rewrote the rules of entertainment, and confused entire generations. Here are the 5 strangest performers in history. People so unbelievable, you'll swear they're fiction, but they're not. Let's begin. Number 1, Joseph Pujol, the farting superstar of Paris, France, 1890s. Joseph Pujol looked like an ordinary Frenchman, but he had one ability nobody else on Earth had ever mastered. He could inhale air through his rectum and expel it with perfect precision, not sloppy fart noises, controlled, musical, rhythmic performances. He played notes, he blew out candles, he imitated animals, he even smoked a cigarette through his butt. At the Moulin Rouge, he became the highest-paid entertainer in Paris, making more money than world-class opera singers. Crowds dressed in their finest clothes to watch a man perform a symphony with his butt. History is full of surprises. Joseph Pujol is one of the funniest. Number 2, Maximo and Bartola, the last Aztecs, United States, late 1800s. 2 tiny siblings from El Salvador were brought to America and immediately turned into a circus attraction. Promoters invented a story that they were the last living Aztecs, survivors of a lost empire. They were dressed in feathers, handed fake spears, and forced to babble gibberish so audiences would think they were primitive. Scientists studied them, newspapers illustrated them, people believed they were ancient relics. But Maximo and Bartola were just 2 frightened children with microcephaly, exploited by a traveling circus industry that valued spectacle over humanity. Strange, eerie, and heartbreaking all at once. Number 3, Hadji Ali, the human volcano, 1920s vaudeville. Hadji Ali walked on stage with a bucket of water and a bucket of kerosene. People expected a magic trick. Instead, he drank both buckets. Then he leaned forward and spat out a perfect jet of fire, igniting a torch using only kerosene he'd stored in his stomach. The crowd erupted, and before they recovered, he calmly released the stored water, putting out the fire he just created. He swallowed coins and returned them in order. He swallowed nuts and chose which one to bring back. Houdini, yes, Houdini, said his act was one of the most astonishing he'd ever seen. Some performers learn skills. Hadji Ali seemed to come from a different species. Number 4, Chang and Eng Bunker, the original Siamese twins. Early 1800s. When 2 conjoined brothers from Siam arrived in the West, spectators had never seen anything like them. Doctors examined them. Crowds followed them. They became instant global stars. But Chang and Eng didn't stay exhibits. They became entrepreneurs. They toured internationally, bought land in North Carolina, married 2 sisters, and fathered 21 children between them. Their lives were a strange combination of worldwide fame, exploitation by promoters, and a fiercely independent family life they built for themselves. They turned a spectacle into a legacy. Number 5, Schlitzie, the performer with the biggest heart, 1920s to 1960s. Schlitzie had microcephaly, a condition that gave him a small head, limited speech, and a childlike personality. Yet he became one of America's most beloved circus performers. He wore a muumuu, danced, sang, waved at crowds, and people adored him. He appeared in the 1932 cult film Freaks, where his role became the emotional centerpiece of the entire story. Was he exploited? Yes. But every performer who worked with him said the same thing. Schlitzie loved performing, loved people, and loved being part of a world that embraced him. Strange, touching, and unforgettable. These performers didn't just entertain, and they shocked entire eras, challenged what humans thought was possible, and left behind stories that are still mind-bending today. If you want more unbelievable true stories from history, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.